Coming up next, the gold medal contest in the under 81 kilo category. Antoine Valois Fortier of Canada faces Ivan Vorobev of Russia. You don't get to see a lot of Vorobev, but when you do, he's quality.
Was more Eri Seonaga than Ipon Seonaga from Vichacha, just to correct this.
It's really easy, you know, if you just see it once, it's the shape and everything, and you just call it for the first thing that you see, but, you know, there are those little bits of details, and I know a lot of people at home like to make sure that they've got those correct, but you're right, Eri Seonaga. Antoine Valois Fortier in the white judogi, Ivan Vorobev in blue, and as I was saying, you don't get to see him a lot, but when you do, you can expect a tough fight. He is one of the better fighters in the under 81 kilo category, and here he is in the final of the two-men Grand Slam, so he must have done something right. 33 judoka started the day, including the number one seed, Antoine Valois Fortier, the Olympic bronze medalist from London in 2012. So there's a measure of the quality that was in the field. We also had, we've already seen Zirazudin Magomedov, Sven Marish we've seen. Travis Stevens we didn't see.
Yeah.
Didn't see him at all. Otkan Bata, Ugan Bata was in there. Nagashima Keisa didn't really feature. Yam Suren, Dagva Suren. Vitachak we saw. Choki missed out. Galero, well, didn't really do a lot.
Some big names.
Yeah, it was a good field. That was a good field. Even before he could get there for the Osoto, Vorobev was attacking with the Ashiwaza. Neat little bit of work. Vorobev and Habachirov are the two fighters that you don't get to see a lot of. They're really, really useful fighters, but in the under 81 kilo category, and you don't get to see them a great deal. We've been seeing Ivan Nifontov, a little bit more of Nifontov now.
Yes.
First 2 minutes gone, no score between the Canadian and the Russian. I think the Russians will be desperately upset if they can't take a medal here. It'll be 3 in a row that they've lost out on. They lost out when Sven Marish took his bronze, and they lost out when Vitachak took his bronze. So
2 forgiven chances.
Yeah.
I mean, 1 medal is for sure, but
they'd like to have one that they've won.
they want to have the gold.
Blocked there, that one. Pinigov was the fighter who went down to Vitachak, and Magomedov went down to Marish.
Yeah. And before Magomedov lost in the semi-final against this Canadian, in the end he really looked a little bit desperate. He couldn't just get close to him and beat him.
Yeah, I remember you pointing that out. The mode of the defeat. Oh, and that time it was Valois Fortier who almost came up with the counter. Turned the tables on Vorobev there, and he was lucky to avoid being scored on.
Yeah.
Yes, almost the same. Well, close, but no score. Minute 40 odd. Again, just tapping away at that foot. A big Osotogari
Nice
step,
opening. Yeah.
from Valois Fortier. Didn't go through with it. Wasn't the sweep with the leg at the end. just beginning to warm up now.
Yes. 1.5 minutes.
Yeah. Both taking a bit of a break there. After that effort, just hung on, catch your breath, and then open up again. Vorobev thinking about going right-sided,
yes.
yeah. Set him up a little bit on the left and then wanted to come right. And I think it'll be Valois Fortier who picks up the penalty, yeah. Well, it was getting to that point where the referee was going to say, okay, do something here. Sort something out, and it was Valois Fortier who gave up the penalty. Harsh, because the contest was going really nicely.
Absolutely.
Oh, another big effort from Valois Fortier.
Nice combination, OG
Yeah.
Osoto.
Almost turned him.
Oh my God.
Almost. The crowd are screaming for the turn from Vorobev, but it was Valois
Yes.
Fortier who almost had him. This is a good battle, Annette.
Absolutely.
Right down to the wire. 20 seconds left to go. They must be dead on their feet now.
Oops.
He tried to drop on the arm, but he's going to miss that now.
Yeah, but at least he works on the
Yeah.
ground for some seconds.
That's enough. You're right.
6
6
left.
seconds to go. Valois Fortier rushes forward. And the Sutsemi was right at the death.
But yeah, I agree. That was
Yeah.
really a very good fight. Very
Yeah.
good final fight.
Kept it going right to the end, didn't it?
Yep.
It was a slow burner at the beginning. You know, took a while to get to the boil, but then it did. And look, it was a Shido. That was all that there was. So you can't look at the scoreboard and say, oh, that must have been a boring fight. There's only one penalty there and no scores. That was an interesting fight. You know, I would say edge of your seat. But it would have been for those people that had a closer involvement. So if you're Russian or Canadian, you must have been on the edge of your seat. But
Yep.
very sporting from both fighters.
Yeah.
It's easy when you've won. It's more difficult when you've lost. But very sporting from Valois Fortier. And Vorobev again delivers for Russia. It's incredible the number of times